So here we have an angle DAC. A is the vertex of the angle. L is a line that bisects angle DAC, which means the line L divides angle A into two equal halves. I have marked the equal halves as 1 and 2, which means angle 1 equals angle 2. Why? Because L bisects angle A. Now what is B? B is any point on the line L. What about BQ and BP? They are perpendiculars from the point B to the arms of the angle A. See, this is angle A. AC and AD are the arms of angle A. B is any point on line L. BP is a perpendicular from B to this arm of the angle. Similarly, BQ is a perpendicular from B to the other arm of the angle A. Now, it's not given that BP equals BQ. They are not equal perpendiculars. They are simply perpendiculars. BP and BQ are simply perpendiculars. It's not given that they are equal perpendiculars. So, BP is not equal to BQ. But what is true? Can you see the angles marked 3 and 4? Angle 3 and angle 4. Angle 3 is 90 degrees. Angle 4 is also 90 degrees. Because BP and BQ are perpendicular to the arms of the angle. So angle 3 is 90, angle 4 is also 90, which means angle 3 is equal to angle 4. So now this is the information provided to us in the question. Using this information, we need to show that triangle APB, see here, triangle APB is congruent to triangle AQB, is congruent to triangle AQB. Alright, the proof is out here. We have just written out what is given. Given L bisects angle A, which means angle 1 is equal to angle 2. You've understood that. BP and BQ, they are perpendicular to AC and AD. So that means angle BPA is 90 degrees, angle BQA is 90 degrees. You also understood this. Let's see the proof now. So take up the two triangles. We need to show that these two triangles are congruent to each other. So take up the two triangles. This is one triangle, this is the other triangle. Now write out the equal pairs of angles and sides known to us in this figure. So we know that angle 1 is equal to angle 2, it's given to us. Angle 3 is equal to angle 4 is also given to us. See here, angle 1 and angle 4 are of the first triangle. Angle 2 and 3 are of the second triangle. Angle 1 equals angle 2, angle 4 equals angle 3. One more information. AB is a side common to both the triangles. AB equals AB, common side. Again remember, see, all this is of the first triangle equal to all this of the second triangle. Alright. So what have we listed? We have listed two pairs of equal angles and one pair of equal sides. Now is AB the included side? Let's check that. Which are the angles? 1 and 4. Of the first triangle, we have mentioned about angle 1 and 4. Angle 1 and angle 4. Angle 1 and angle 4 clearly contain the side AP. Meaning AP is a side included by angles 1 and 4. But we have AB here. So AB is not the included side. AB is not the side included by the angles 1 and 4. Check out in the other triangle. Is AB the included side between the angles 2 and 3? So 2 and 3. 2 and 3 contain the side AQ. 2 and 3 contain the side AQ. So again AQ is not the included side in the other triangle. Alright, we have AB here. 2 and 3 contain the side AQ. But we have AB here. So clearly AB is not the included side in any of the two triangles. So then what is the rule? Two angles and some other side. ASA means two angles in the included side. But here we have two angles and some other side. So by the AAS congruence criterion, the two triangles are congruent to each other. It's very easy to name the order, meaning name the triangles, the congruent triangles. So see here, if you say APB, if you call the first triangle APB, What is A? It's angle 1. So angle 1 equals angle 2, right? So when you say A in the first triangle, it is A in the second triangle also. Then P. What is P? It's angle 4. And we know that angle 4 is equal to angle 3. So when you say P, you must say Q of the other triangle. So we have already written A and Q. A and Q. So the third vertex B. B. So triangle APB congruent to triangle AQB by the AAS congruence criteria. Now what else we will have to prove? We need to show that B is equidistant from the arms of angle A. Or in other words, we need to show that BP is equal to BQ. What is this? B is equidistant. That is, B is at equal distances. Equidistant meaning equal distances. B is at equal distances from the arms of angle A. From the arms of angle A. Which are the arms of angle A? Which are the arms of angle A? AC and AD. AC and AD are the arms of angle A. We need to prove that B is equidistant from the arms of angle A. That means we need to prove that BP equals BQ. Distance is always the perpendicular distance. So when we have to represent the distance of the point B and the arm AC, it's the perpendicular distance, and you know that BP is the perpendicular distance because it's right angled here at P. Similarly, BQ is the perpendicular distance from the point B to the other arm of the angle. So when you have to show that B is equidistant from the arms of the angle A, it means you'll have to show that BP, the perpendicular distance BP equals the perpendicular distance BQ. Distance is always the perpendicular distance. And yes, BP is equal to BQ. See here, PB, QB. Can you see it here? PB, QB. Which means BP equals BQ. So BP equals BQ, CP, CTC. That is, the corresponding sides of the congruent triangles are also congruent.